done this in a while. I'm wishing it. Sorry. I missed you. I don't know what I'm doing. What'd you drop? Don't drop the stuff. Don't drop the stuff. It's been a little while. I should probably sign into this and open it in the web browser. Whoa! Now we got it in the web browser. Close. Ha 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 ha! Look at us! Doing the stuff. Doing the thing. We're just living life, Mel. We're just doing the stuff. We're doing the thing. Yeah, Adam, you already know it. Yeah, the 911's gone. It's going. That thing's disappearing. If you guys haven't, it's the 911, dude. I fixed it today. Thank heavens. I am sending it off to consignment on Tuesday. That car, it's gone, dude. I am so tired. Not blue, no, that car. It's the 911. The 911's gone, man. And we are going to collectively find a replacement for it. Because I am tired of dealing with that. Yeah, dude, the 911, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the 911, man. I put it in preference. I love that generation 911. I love the 996. It looks awesome. It's a little bit different than all the other ones. But, dude, I have driven that car 500 miles. 500 miles in 6 months. 500 miles in 6 months. And we've done window regulators, coil packs, spark plugs. Dude, I have a list like this long of stuff I've replaced on that car. And I'm just not, I'm done. Nope. No one saw that coming, right? Dude, I shouldn't have bought the 996. Dude, I think the 996 is an awesome car. I just think the one that I got sucks. I just think it sucks, man. Another Subaru better 22B build. No. We're still doing the 22B build. I'm waiting on parts to come in for that. I've been working on a customer car the past couple days. Just getting it knocked out, that STI that you guys saw. Built motor going in that thing and whatnot, so... We're playing Guess Which Car We're Selling game. Dude, is it even a game, Waze? I think we all know. And I'm curious to see what you guys want to say because I want to find a replacement for the 996. And I don't want it to be like a project like the RX-7 or the 22B or Blue or anything like that. I want just like a reliable, fun car you can get in, do some basic bolt-ons, just have fun with. You know what I mean? Just like one fun one. Don't be scared. Z32. I just said I don't want a project. I don't want a project. I want it to just be fun. And, dude, I seem to have the worst luck with German cars for some reason. For some reason, German cars and I just do not get along at all. Buy a Coyote Gen 3. Bro, I have this. I don't know if everyone's seen this. I bought this a while ago, and it just showed up. This is an adapter plate for a Coyote to a STI 6-speed. So, I mean, if I got a Coyote, we could make it all-wheel drive, but... I don't know what I want. Like, that's the hard thing. There's so many good cars, but at the same time, there's not anymore. It's so difficult. E92 M3 would actually be kind of cool. But like I just said, I have the worst luck, I feel like, with German cars. They're all projects. I mean, you're not wrong. They're all projects, but I don't want it to be like project like on the same level as the 22B build that we're doing or the RX-7 or the STI. I want it to be a little bit... more of like we can just kind of like do some bolt-ons and enjoy this thing. You know what I mean? Because I don't have anything like that. I've got the RX-7, which I'm pulling the motor back out of that as soon as this STI gets out of the shop, which should be on like Tuesday. And then jumping back onto the 22B build. But it's like I want a Vette. I actually was considering a Vette. I was considering like a C6. I want a C7, but C7's out of my price range for what I would want to spend right now. FK. So the ones that are on my list right now, some of you guys are actually tossing out ones that are actually on my list. The three main ones that I'm actually considering is an A90 Supra, FK8 Type R, or a C6 would be like a fun one. So, like those three are like the top three I'm kind of leaning towards right now is like non-project, just fun, like basic bolt-on cars. Buy Josh's import images Tesla. I don't want a Tesla. Dude, I don't want a Tesla. I like to tinker with stuff. I like to tinker. You can't really tinker with a Tesla. Jonathan, appreciate the dono, man. TDI turbo diesel all-wheel drive Audi. I just said I got like the worst luck with European or German cars, which is funny because I said the A90, which is pretty much just a BMW at that point. Hate to say it, but Mustang. If I'm getting something domestic, I think I'd want like a Vette. Find another 996 that's not been molested, dude. I've looked. There's a couple, but I don't know if I want to do it again, dude. Like. As much as I hate to say, and a 997 C4S is another one that I was looking at, but that, like I said, German cars and me for some reason don't seem to get along all that well. Project, quote unquote. We all know how that goes. I know. I know. Sell what car? The 911. The 911's going to consignment on Tuesday to get sold, and we're gonna replace it with something else. I haven't 100% fully decided on what I want to replace it with. I finally got the 996 fixed. I got it fixed where it's not misfiring. It idles. It drives fantastic. That car is good to go. And it could be good to go for a long time, but like I said, I've driven that car 500 miles, and in that 500 miles, I've had just nothing but issues with it, dude. So I want to replace it with something that's not necessarily like a project, but something that's, I don't want to say a little bit newer because it doesn't have to be newer, but something that we can just do some like bolt-ons on and enjoy. Get out of here with that RAV4 waste. We don't need that. We got the Tacoma for like a reliable daily. GR Corolla would be cool, but I'm still seeing markups on them left and right. Left and right. You know, it was funny. Someone suggested a 24 WRX. I actually did kind of like go back to thinking like a VB, but if I did a VB, it's just like, there's still not enough out on the market for me to want to do a VB. Maybe in the next couple of years if they come out with more development for them, but a Viper? No, not Viper. Viper would be cool, but no. All-wheel drive Charger, MK5 Supra. How much are... I see that. All right, let's look. Toyota. Let's start with A90. What are A90s even selling for right now? Supra. What are they even selling for? 56, 43. Look at that. See, let's try to find a little bit lower than that. What is this? 1249. What is with the interest rates right now, man? That's still stupid. That's still dumb. Who's paying that? Who's paying $1,800 a month for an A90? I hope nobody. I hope nobody's paying over like $1,000 a month. That's just silly. That's just silly if someone is. I really hope someone's not. That one looks really good. That's got a wide body on it? That one looks like it got a wide body on it. That's still wild. That's wild what those things are still selling for, though. Was it 2022? Civic Type R is one of the ones on the list. That is FK8, though. It would not be an FL5. FL5s are way more than what I would like. Actually, here we go. 2021 Toyota Corolla. Mel, you want a Corolla?
What?
You want a Toyota Corolla?
Nothing.
It's a 2021.
I'm okay.
That's fine. You got a GTI. You're solid. Why am I getting Toyota Corollas on a... There's really... Here's one certified... Ooh, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad for a GR under 40. And it's black, too. That look good. I like that. I like that. Aren't these still catching on fire, though? Hang on, I'm like totally... My face is like right in the way. Aren't these things still catching on fire? I thought these were... Stay away from GR Corollas, right? They're still all like spontaneously combusting. I think that's one of the last things that we want is spontaneous combustion out of a out of one. Best of luck picking up the next machine. Back to work. Good. Have a good evening at work, Wesley. I hope it all goes smooth for you. 400Z. What are those even selling for right now? Actually, you know, I think I'm gonna knock off the GR Corolla off the list completely. I don't want a car spontaneously combusting, then Toyota being like, well, you went 65 into 60, and we're not gonna cover that. Yeah, that's what I saw. Toyota isn't covering any of them. All right, let's get out of Toyota. What was the other one? What about FK8s? What are... Get out of here. S2K would be really cool. 400Z, that's one that somebody suggested. That wasn't even on my list originally. What are those even selling for? Nissan... 400... It's just the Z. It's just a Nissan Z, right? Yeah, it's just a Nissan Z. There's 16 of these for sale? Let's see. 50, 56, 48, 70? Nismo, 6 miles, 2024. Oh, it's brand new, that's why. All of them are like brand new. They ain't got any used ones on the market yet. 251. They're all literally brand new. There's like not a single used one even on the market yet. I don't want to buy a brand new one. I want used. So that's from what I'm seeing off the list because I don't want to buy a brand new one. Get some Aussie in you. Commodore. Dude, we can't even get Commodores here. Isn't that just an SS? Isn't that just an SS up here? Pretty sure it is. Nobody's buying the new Z. I can tell, dude. There's a lot of them for sale. I thought they were supposed to be like cheaper than like 56. Like they're all like 56. I thought they were all supposed to be cheaper than that. Forget the S2K, get an S1K. Supra. We just looked at Supras. I saw a couple that like kind of piqued my interest. 240Z restoration. We can do that in the future, but we need to wrap up the FD resto, and we're doing the 22B resto right now, or 22B build resto. So For the next, I like doing the resto stuff, so I'm gonna keep doing those as time goes on. But the current resto project right now is a 22B build up. S650 Mustangs haven't like they've never really done it for me too much. Like we'll take a look. We'll take a look at them. I don't even know what they sell for. Like what is it like a 5.0 even sell for? Not even on my radar, but we'll take a gander. What am I doing? I need to go to Ford, not Mustang. Where's Ford? Ford. 6,000 Fords for sale? Jeez. How about a Dodge? A Dodge what? Trackhawk or Hellcat? Those have never really like been my like flavors. I appreciate them. They're cool, but they've never really been my flavor too much. Where's Mustang? There's 419 Mustang Mach-E's for sale. Trim. What Dark Horse? I don't think it matters too much, man. I don't even know. My 2015 GT Premium 32. How many miles is on that? 41,000. 2017 Shelby GT350. What would I like? It would be kind of cool, I guess. No yellow. It would be kind of cool one. I don't even know. Like, I feel like just a GT is like really all you need. I don't even know what to do with one though. I don't know anything about these things. We could do something with them. It's on my radar. I'm not gonna say yes or no though. How about a Focus RS? Though, dude, the Focus RS is such a dead platform. As much as I hate to say it, like Ford abandoned the RS after what, like 2 years. They just we're up and done with the RS. We're not doing it anymore. Why don't you buy a luxury JDM like a Gloria or a Crown? That would be kind of cool, actually. But I'm not like a VIP F80 M3, man. I don't know. I don't know. Looking back at the German stuff again, dude. Wow, I'm somehow, hypothetically speaking, let's say I did. Okay, let's hypothetically say I bought an M3. What goes wrong in the first month? Are we taking bets on it? You guys have seen my luck with German car. Another. Honestly, dude, my old Maserati was fun. I'm not gonna lie. For the price that you pay, it's a fun car. I'm not gonna lie, and they're cheap. You can get a Gran Turismo for under like 25K. And M3. I think I saw someone suggest M3. How much do these even sell for? I don't even know. It's going to pull up all G80s, isn't it? I don't want a G80. I feel like if I got one, I would want an F80. Or like an E30, dude. An E30 would be sweet. The May 05. Do they have any F80s on here? That's a G80. Ooh, I see some E46s that are catching my eye. But, you know, it goes back to that thing, man. Like, German cars. What's up, Stubmuff? What up, AJ? How you doing, man? Looking all cute tonight and whatnot. Your bad luck just means more content, which means more. Dude, but when you're spending more on the car than like anything, it's like it's not like it just like, dude, that 911 is just sat, and I wanted to do like so much stuff with it, and it is unarguably the most unreliable vehicle I've ever had, and I've owned a lot of Subarus, man, and people call those things unreliables. Nope, not even. Not even. Or the Golf R. Actually, I don't know. Actually, the Golf R, I drove like 500 miles more before it had catastrophic failure, but that's here nor there. A 2G DSM would be kind of close, but once again, I don't want like a project. You get a DSM, man. That thing's a project. All of them now. BMW M2 Comp F body. That would actually be really cool, but I feel like that's like stupid expensive now. How much are Vets? How much are like C6s? How much is like a C6? Where's Chevrolet? I've never imagined myself. I've only ever had actually one V8 car, and that actually was the Maserati. What car are you selling? The 911, man. It's out of here. It's going. It's going to consignment on Tuesday. It's going. I've got it fixed. It's good to go. And my Corvette, let's see, is up here. My luck with it has not been the best. So before I curse myself any further into the expensive Porsche realm of broken 996 hood, I would like to get out from that thing. God, I want one so bad, but I don't want to spend that. C5s. I got plenty of C5s out here. God, I love it. I love these. I just don't want to spend money on one. Where's like 05, 03, 05, 16. That's a Z06 also. God, the C7s look so good. The C7s have always looked good. Here's one. 08 convertible. I wouldn't want a vert. No verts. No verts. Anti-vert. I'm anti-verts. B-man, get a Ferrari. Let's not. Oh my god, dude. There's 6 pages of Corvettes. Drift truck would be so dope. It's something new to you can actually be done easily. It would be. We have Spirit Peaks out here. I used to go to Spirit Peaks with the homies all the time, and then all of them broke their drift cars, and we haven't gone in years. They're starting to come back though. Get an old Lamborghini like Devin. I do not have that type of money, my man. I am not balling like that. I am so not balling like that. Why are they all convertibles? Why are all of the C6s convertibles that I'm seeing? Because everyone holds on to the non-convertibles. That's got to be it. 01, C5, 09. Is that a vert? Is that a vert? Convertible. Why did I click on it? That literally says convertible. Get a WRX. I'm building one. I'm building 2 technically. Get a Skyline. Dude, the Skyline tax is like dumb. Stay away from the 01 and Grand Sport. All problematic and struggle with cooling up top. That's actually good to know. I appreciate that because I did not know that. With preferred equipment. Why are they all verts though? Why are all of the C6s verts? I don't want a vert. No verts. CTSV would be a great option. I agree. CTSV would be dope. What am I replacing? The 911. It's... Nope. Sell Porsche and Toyota, buy single cab short bed F-150. I like the Tacoma. I don't want to get rid of the Tacoma. I like that thing. That thing's reliable. That thing is reliable. Hey, got a question. Just bought a 2020 STI wagon, I'm assuming. I know it has out front short block. How can I tell what short block it is? To be honest, you really can't, unfortunately. You can look at the side of the block on the driver's side. There's a little like blank spot. If it says V.3 or V3 on there, it means it's closed decked. There should be an out front stamping on the turbo side on the flat spot near the bottom of the engine. You can verify it that way also. ND Miata, man, I got one of those already. It's the RX-7. It's same but different. Because all the old owners are old. Where are the non-convertible C6s? They're all convertible. No one wants a convertible. Dude, there we go right there. Convertible. 2016 Z06, C7. Okay, all I'm seeing are verts, and I'm not gonna do that. We don't want verts. We're an anti-vert game. Someone else give me something else to look at. What was the other car? 890 FK8s. That was the other one I wanted to look at. See if there's any just like, and this is like quick searches. This isn't like finding the exact one. LS2 GTO, that actually kind of cool. 370 Nismo. That would be kind of cool. Get an Evo WTF. I actually, dude, funny enough, I was actually debating that. I saw an Evo 9 for sale at one of the local lots out here, and I was considering that. I kind of missed the old 8 that I had, but I don't know. Is my camera? Yeah, there it goes. Boop, turn back on. An Evo, I wouldn't be opposed to an Evo. An Evo would be kind of cool. Heavy metal, can one not mod a car too much? I'm always shopping. That's true. That's true. FK8s, that's one I was going to look up. I've never in my life owned a Honda. Never had a Honda. Hey, Mr. Oh, dude, I don't want to butcher the name. I appreciate the support, man. Welcome to stage 2, dude. I totally got it. What was I looking up? What was I just looking up? Honda. I've never had a Honda. Honda. Never owned one. Where is Honda? Honda right there. FK8s. Those are still like kicking, right? Those are kind of cool. I've always liked the FK8s. Just cruised with an Evo 9. Sounded nasty. Love them. I do too, but Evos are like like after rebuilding that 8 that I had, I have a new appreciation for Evos because, dude, those things are, Honda cars name. Okay, there we go. Evos are expensive to build. Like people say Subarus are expensive to build. After building both, I can tell you, dude, Evo's pretty expensive. I wouldn't be opposed to one, but if I did, I wouldn't want to settle and get another 8 again. I would want the 9 like I've always wanted. So, I mean, we can see if there's any Evo 9s. I'm buying an Evo 8 to fully restore within the next few months. Hopefully. Do it. I will tell you, dude, some of the Evo 8 parts are hard to find. Like, when I did that one, it was definitely a little more difficult to find some of those harnesses and whatnot. Okay, we want Type R. Type R. There's 9. Watch, they're all going to be FL8s or FL5s. They're all going to be FL5s, aren't they? The FL5 looks fantastic, but the price. Ooh. Wait, what's getting sold? The 911! Just put my TE37 on my Evo today, my dude. Do it. Why is this taking so long right now? Please wait. More GC8 uploads. Love them so far. They are coming, Eric. I have a customer car, that STI that I tore down in the last video that I'm wrapping up in the next day or so. And then we're going to be jumping back on that thing. So, and we got paint. Paint has shipped out for it. So we got paint coming for the coupe. Whole bunch of stuff. Right there. I feel like that's not terrible for FK8s. I feel like it's not terrible. FL5s, dude. I like them. I just don't like the price. The price of the FL5s gets me. I don't even know what the MSRP is. I'm assuming that there is a markup on that. Like $48,000 for a Honda Civic is like, that's hard to justify for me. Like 35 and below, I feel like is justifiable. You have to change the video name to Selling Blue so more people click. No, dude, I'd never sell that car. You can bury me in that car before I sell that car. That car's a fab right now, dude. I'm excited. It's over at Strayed. They're going to be mocking up the EG33 in the trunk. Ooh! I'm hyped. I think it actually is the first rear engine STI to be made that I know of, at least. There could be others, but from what I know, I think it is. A lot of FK8s get stolen nowadays. We don't want that. We don't want stolen. But I mean, we could easily buy. We could put security measures in place. FK8's been one that I've wanted for a long time, but maybe we do an FK8. FK would be kind of cool. Like I said, I want something that we can just do like some fun, basic bolt-ons on, and just enjoy the car. Go do stuff with it. Because right now, the FD... I mean, once the FD's tuned and solid, it'll be fine. We can go do stuff with that car. But it's like wrapping up the last of the little stuff that I got going for it, which I think I took all that stuff to the shop. I got the new bearings, the new needle bearings, and everything like that. The gauge cluster for the IC7, all that's on their way. So, you do body work and paint yourself. What's the expected price for a paint job? I am learning. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a professional doing like body work and all that stuff, but I'm learning. The RX-7 was my first time painting a car, and I'd say it came out like, for a DIY, I'd say it came out like an 8 out of 10 for the first time. So I mean, I'm doing it myself and learning. Also, I think I pronounced that right. I appreciate the dono, man. I appreciate the support, dude. How about a Skyline? How much are R35s selling for right now? I've always wanted one, but dude, the prices always fluctuate on them. They always fluctuate. They used to, I remember when they dropped down in price, you get an R35 for like 40K. And then they shot back up to 60K like a year later. Side note, what's your thoughts on the Hyundai Envision 74? I want one, dude. Those things are sick. But I think they're only making, like, I think they said 25 of them or something like that. So they're going to be insanely expensive. FK8 did have a transmission cooling issue. My buddy had one. Mentioned it a few times. Good to keep in mind. Good to keep in mind. And RSX would be cool. But like I said, I'm not looking for like a project right now. I'm not looking to engine swap a car. I'm not looking to completely rebuild one. We want something that's fun, basic bolt-ons, and enjoy. That's the goal for what we're trying to find. That's what the 911 was supposed to be. And it turned out to be a huge problem child. Absolutely huge problem child. It was supposed to just be like a fun car we go do stuff with, and dude, that car just is a problem child. Manual M2. That would be actually kind of cool. I'm late. What car are you selling? The 911. 911 Turbo. 5 cents towards 370 fun. We're going to look up 370s after GTRs. 370 would be kind of cool. That was me. That was me. That was the transmission adapter that I had leaned up like a little dummy. I'm sorry, Mochi. That was me. I knocked it over. That was loud. Sorry, downstairs. My bad. Keep it Porsche. Get a Cayman S, like 12 or something. I heard they're reliable and around the track. I mean, I was looking at other replacement Porsches also. I was looking at like a 997 C4S, but I don't know, man. I feel like I just got kicked in the nuts repeatedly by the Porsche thing, and I kind of just... Plus, dude, it's such a pain in the butt to work on those cars, man. Every time you gotta do something, take the bumper off, take the wheel wells out, take the intercooler. It's just, I appreciate them, but I don't know. If I did, it would probably be a 997 C4S, but that's like a couple slots down on like my list. Hey, Smedia just joined. E30, dude. An E30 would be sick. It would have to be like a cleaned up restored E30. Look at this. Look at GTR prices. What is this? I remember when these, like a 2014 GTR, how many miles? That does have like low miles, 25K miles. This one only has, okay, I guess all of these are low mileage. 44,000 miles. 2016 Nissan GTR Premium with 44K miles, and they want $82,000. They're smoking crack, dude. They're straight up smoking crack. No, that's not happening. No. NSX with flip-up headlights would be sweet. Safer retirement. I already do that, man. I already do that. I don't think I'm gonna make it to retirement, but if I do, you know, I've prepared. I've prepared. It's media. Just wait for the new STI, dude. There's no new STI. Don't get me started on that tangent. There is no new STI. There is nothing that has been even suggested of a new STI at all. It's all rumor and all hearsay. And the one person that said, "Oh, there's a new STI coming," his source was "Trust me, bro." Like, come on. Until I hear anything from Subaru about a new STI, I am not holding my breath for it. Up until that point, it's literally my source is "Trust me, bro." Like, come on. Come on. Where's the 370s? 370 would be kind of cool. Focus ST? Do people still build those? People still mod Focus ST? I'd never even see those anymore. To be fair, even a decade ago, an older 910 GTR with decent mileage was about 80K. But I remember, like, a couple years ago, you could get, like, an 09 to, like, 12 GTR for, like, 40 to 50. And then they just, like, nut up into a twin-turbo Viper. Unless Subaru brings up the STI, I ain't buying anything. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's all hearsay. It's all hearsay. And why did I click on Subaru? I meant to click on Nissan. Until I see anything. Ooh, dude, a C63 would be dope. But then it's not German. Mercedes is German. Dude, I got a bad feeling about that. It would be dope, but I got a bad feeling. I want to sell my SEA, but I don't know either what to get. The manual M2, call my name. Should I do it? Do it, man. If you're feeling it, do it. I don't know why Auto Trader's going so slow tonight. Do it. Build a Mazda Speed 6. I don't want a project, though. I want, like, the replacement for the 911 has to just be, like, a car we're just doing bolt-ons on and having fun with. Like, that is the whole point of it. Bro, this is insane. If I had this kind of money, my wife would be in business. Don't tell Melanie. Actually, JK, I have to get her approval on what we get, because she's going to probably be driving it around a little bit, too. Did I not click Nissan? Nissan! Love the channel. Hey, appreciate it, Anthony. Appreciate the support by mine. Model T. A Model T. Model T would actually be kind of cool. The Acura Type S? Acura Type S, though, dude, those things are also wildly expensive. They look great. They look awesome. But they're just, like, stupid money. GTI. We got a GTI, Charles. We already got one downstairs. E36 M3 would be dope. Would be dope. I actually did look at a couple of those. But, like, see, this is the hard thing. Like, trying to find, like, a car that you're like, this is what I want. Like, it's hard. It's not easy. What's going on? We're browsing replacements for the 911, the problem child, the absolute problem child of a car. Evo X. I really like the exterior of the Evo X's, but it's the interior. It's the interior that does it for me that I'm not a huge fan of. Audi S6, S7. An Audi would be cool, but I don't know. I feel like I'd have to test drive one. Let's go to CarMax. We're going to go test drive all our cars. When did 370s get so expensive? That's wild how long that these things ran for, and they look almost identical. It's just like different headlight changes. 27.7. I thought these things were significantly cheaper than this. Like 350Zs like plummeted in price. I thought 370s did also. Apparently not. I mean, I guess they did, but 240Z was some sort of swap. We are going the complete wrong direction of just basic bolt-on fun car. Complete wrong direction. S4 would actually be pretty cool. Bronco Raptor would be sick as hell. If we did a Bronco Raptor, I feel like I'd have to sell the Tacoma, because I feel like that would be a replacement for the Tacoma. What do I think of the Veloster N? Not really my style, taste. They look weird. They look a little funny. They just look a little funny. Eclipse GSX, also complete wrong direction for what we're looking for. Duncan, get the M2, please. What are M2s selling for? I feel like those are decently expensive also. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're like somewhat fair price. I also don't know what they sell for. Budget-wise, I would like to stay under like 45 would be ideal, but like 50 is okay. Like somewhere in that range is like ideally where we'd want to land. Fox Body Mustang. Once again, a complete wrong direction. Stinger GT. That'd be kind of cool. What are you selling? You need a BMW B58. Come on, 8 stock engine. The 911. We're selling the 911. Emmanuel, you would say that. You sell your STI yet? You sell your Subaru yet? Bolt-on 2 JZM. We sell the 996. We are. The 996 goes to consignment on Tuesday to be sold, and we are looking for a replacement. Golf R. Stop it. Stop it. No. We get another Golf R, Mel, it's going to happen all over again. You know, they say history repeats itself. If I buy a Golf R,
Say you learn from your mistakes.
I learned from my mistake. That car ate a spark plug.
Okay, well now we know to check the spark plugs when we buy a new car.
They said they changed them. Don't trust dealerships ever. That was the one time I trusted a dealership. And never again. Never again. Melanie, what do you think Audi? Audi or BMW if you had to pick one? Audi. Melanie goes Audi. Is it because it's Volkswagen?
It might be.
That's bias. That's a bias. C6 Corvette, I dare you. We just looked at C6s and all we could find were Verts.
Let's get a Sirocco.
But Gunther killed his trust in Vag. It did. Except for Melanie's. Her GTI has been a trooper. That thing is an absolute trooper. N55 M2 all day. I would like if I were to get a BMW, I would want an F80. Like, the F80 looks the best. But if we're doing something German like that, then why not just get an A90 with a B58? Screaming Eagles. See, that's what I'm saying. C6 is, like, top 3 on my list. So I don't think it's not. S2000 for the win. I've never owned a Honda. She is biased. She's a little biased. 335i and 54. I remember those, what are they, 08 335s? Dude, those things, between you and me, I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling the Audi thing. We're going back to... We'll go look at some B58 stuff. You got the Walmart connection. Dude, I don't know what's happening tonight. Normally our internet is not this slow, dude. Buy a Hellcat. That's dangerous right there. Wait. Oh my god. It's just Auto Trader for some reason that's doing this. Q50. No supercar. No supercar. I want something that's just like a normal, like, bolt-on fun car. Do not get that Generation 335i. I remember back in the day, everyone was like talking them up. I've always been so against like BMWs too. I've always I don't know why. Maybe it's just to me they all look the same. What's up with the JZ and the Subi? Oh, I haven't even made a YouTube video on this. I apologize. Actually, I don't, because I wanted to wait to make a video until the car comes back from Fab. So, if you haven't seen the Instagram post, the STI is at Fab right now, getting an EG33 put in the boot, or the trunk. Call it whatever you want. It's a rear engine EG33 twin turbo 3.7 liter STI that we're doing in blue now. I don't want to make like a YouTube video on it up until like I have the car back from Fab and it's like I can visually be like, this is what we're doing type of situation, if that makes sense. So it's at Fab right now. Wrangler is like a Jeep Wrangler? Like a Jeep Wrangler? Let's see, what do we... A lot of people were suggesting like M235 something eyes or something like that. I feel like if I were to do it, it would have to be like a legit N. It looked like a legit M car. Is an M2 more expensive than an M3? See, this is what I don't understand about BMWs. Is like M2 the lowest version of an M car you can get, and then you get like, because I know it's a 2 series, a 3 series, a 4 series, a 5 series, a 6 series, a 7 series, whatever it is. I just don't understand the whole like BMW coup de grace type situation, I guess. I don't get it. M240i, that's what people were suggesting. A lot of people were suggesting those things. Bolt-on Mustang would be fun. That is another one that is on the list. Will Mel let you get a bike? Mel!
What?
Can I get a bike?
What kind of bike?
Like a motorcycle.
Me first.
You first.
Me first.
Can we get Groms? We can get some Groms? Like Honda Groms? That would actually be fun. A Honda Grom would be dope. We can only ride it a couple. We couldn't ride them that often. We just get raincoats. It'll be fine. That's actually not that bad. That's actually not bad. I don't like these. They're very boxy. I know. I have a couple buddies who bought these things, and they look very boxy. They look funny to me. This looks good. I like this. This I like. That price isn't 45. That's not bad. Oh, is that a white one? That I like that. I like that. Let me look at this. Let me look. Buy Groms. Dude, Grom couple. Mel,
What?
we're getting Groms.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna look up how much Honda Groms cost. I am selling the Porsche. Since people get mad at me for it. A, I can't pronounce it properly half the time, and B, that car is unfortunately the most unreliable car I've had. I just want something that's fun, reliable, we can do basic bolt-ons with, and just go do stuff with. The new M2 slaps. They will fix the bumper in the aftermarket. Dude, it's just a bumper that looks funny to me. Like the front and the rear bumper. A Jaguar F-Type would actually be really cool. I think the GR Corolla is the car you're looking for, but also built. No, because the GR Corolla spontaneously combust and catch on fire, and then Toyota's like, hey, yeah, sorry, we can't do anything about it because you drove the car 65 and a 60, and, you know, that's what caused the car to catch on fire. Dude, you can find Groms for like 2,500. It's like five. Dude, Mel, we're doing Groms. Melanie, do you like BMW? Are you indifferent about it? I don't know anything about BMWs either. But we can learn. We can learn. Would the BMW break my bad luck car streak? They always smell like crayons. Does anyone else notice that? Maybe it's just me. It's just German cars. They smell like crayons. I was told it's the glues. The glues smell like crayons. Oh, I thought that was a spider. I almost lost it. That's a fun looking little dash right there. Not a bad looking car. I mean, some aftermarket stuff. We can probably make it look better. All right. For the price, M2 has been added to the 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo gas. Are these manual or are they automatic? Would that matter to me? Does that matter? That's Volkswagen. New Supra. It's totally not German. We were looking at them earlier. The A90. We were looking at A90s earlier. A90 would be pretty dope. There's a couple in the price range of kind of where I fall. What is this? Is this an two-wheel drive, rear wheel drive, white exit? Is this a manual? Is it an automatic? What am I looking at here? What is this? Does it matter with BM? What is? Oh, it is a manual. Okay, it is a manual. Cool. I think I would still want a manual. I think I would still want one. Alright, M2 added to the list. M3? Why? Which car is he selling? The 996, the 911, the Porsche. Giving it the boot. I fixed it today. It's all good. Runs perfect. Not touching it. I'm not even driving it to consignment. I am having it towed to consignment to make sure that car does not trick me. I feel like there's this thing in the universe when somebody sometimes goes to sell a car and the universe is like, no. And then they do something. And then the universe makes it break. And then you're stuck with it. I'm not falling into that trap. Not following it. 997 C4S is another one that's on my list. Let's look at M. So I saw someone suggest M3. What is the price difference between M2 and M3? M2 around 47-ish K. And why? Scroll in here. M3. Okay. M3. Deselect M2. Deselect M2. Deselect M2. Deselect M2. Don't do this to me, Auto Trader. I do no. F87 M2 is N55. F82, M3, M4s, S55. See, I don't know much about BMWs right now. Evo 9 is on the list if I could find one for a decent price that's not clapped out, because now all of them are clapped out. F80 M3 would be crazy. F80 M3 doggy. We'll look. I didn't see, when we looked at M3s earlier, I did not see a single F80 on here. They were all G80s or E92s from what I saw. It's Google Chrome. I'm having the same issue. Thank you. It's not just me. It's Google Chrome. It's Google Chrome. Mel, is your Google Chrome acting up? Oh, she's on Netflix. What are you watching? A TV show. She won't even tell me. Smedia, I'll DM you and help you with the BMW world. Yeah. Did you sell your Subaru yet? If you did, I didn't see it. If you did, congratulations. If not, someone go buy this man's 1,000 horsepower Subaru. That's me. I'm telling him A90 or CTR. F80 M3 is one that I would actually highly consider. But I'm not, dude, I'm just not seeing, I'm seeing E46s, E92s. Where's, it's, 60K for something with 48,000 miles? Is that what M3s are selling for? If that's the case, I'm leaning more towards M2. That's ridiculous. Okay, no, see, here we go, 52,000. Why is this one, like, normal price? 2016, M3, 48.5. 2018 M3, 60. What? This one, they have almost the same mileage. Also, that dealer is sketchy. That dealer is where I bought the 05 STI from, and they sold it to me with bent valves. I would not recommend them. 10 out of 10 would not recommend them. And then they tried to argue with me that they replaced the turbo. Oh, that was a fun one. I bought that 05 STI from the dealer there. Like, oh yeah, we replaced the turbo. We just rebuilt the bent valves, blown out turbo. That car was a mess. Absolute mess. $1,500 payment is crazy. I know, dude. Some of these payments that I'm seeing, like, that they're estimating is wild. Absolutely wild. Which I hope nobody is paying that for some of these things. And I mean, if you are and you can afford it, good on you, but I hope that nobody is paying over that much. You know, like, even over, like, $700 for a car payment. Please do not do that. If you can do F80 M3, please, for the love of all is holy, make sure the crank hub is done. It can't be that hard, right? We can do the crank hub. We can do a crank hub. From everything we've done, we could probably do it, right? Probably some weird specialty tool that you would need. I'm just not seeing them. New 2024 M3 Competition. I don't want a G80. I don't want one. Here we go. Okay, M3, F80 M3. I feel like that's been added to the list. We could do an F80 M3 for the prices that I'm seeing them for. Why is that one so cheap? 40. Maybe I'm just like crazy and it's actually not cheap and that's just like normal price. Because that's a better deal than the other one. Okay, M3 added to the list. R33 GTR. Hell no. I don't like R33s. If I were to get a Skyline, it would be R32. You can do a crank hub. Perfect. Can't be that difficult to do. Chaser, Mark II, Mark III Supra. I don't, like I said, I don't want something that's like project style based. I want something that we can just have fun with, basic bolt-ons, enjoy the car. We have the FD that is like full project car status, restoration. The 22B that we're doing right now, that's full project car, full restoration, full rebuild at that point. Which that car is going to be, that's going to be like it'll be built for like 900, but we're going to keep that car turned down significantly at like that. I'll probably keep that car like 650, somewhere in that range right there. We've got the STI. I mean, we've got enough of the project car stuff going on that I want something that's just like a fun hop-in car that we can just enjoy. Because like I said, that's what the 911 was supposed to be before it just became a problem child. I am it man. Oh, IT man. I help fix Chrome. Uninstall Chrome. I can't do that right now. We can do that. I can do that later. I'll mess with it later. Any newer BMW would be fun. The 340i with bolt-ons makes serious power. I just don't like the look of the new ones. Like, they can be made to look cool, but like, I don't know. If I were to get one, I really like the F80 style. Like this. I always like that. What is with these prices? I don't understand BMW prices. Used 2016 M3, 86,733 miles for $39,000. Used 2015 M3 with less than half the mileage for $900 more. You guys can't even see the price because my face is covering it up again. But like, what is with these prices? BMW prices make no sense at all. I do not comprehend. WS6 would actually be kind of fun. Someone suggests C63. That would be fun, but I have an F30 340i and it's a riot. BMW too expensive. It's the same price as an STI. Like at the end of the day, you find a comparable STI with similar mileage, you're gonna spend the same thing. Realistically, like what is a VA STI selling for with 34,000 miles? What are they even selling for right now? I haven't even looked at new Subaru prices in a while. But I can guarantee you it's probably in that same range. I get cheap used VB, but I don't want VBs. Like, here's the problem with the VB for me. They can be RS. Tara, I appreciate the dono. RS3. We'll look at RS3. We'll look at some Audis. My problem with the VB is that there's just not enough aftermarket support for them. Like, and I've done the basic bolt-on stuff. I enjoyed the car, but it was just like, it was still meant to me. Like, I wanted more out of it, and to get that more, it's such a significant cost spending that it just doesn't make it worth it. Chevy SS bolt-on supercharger would be sweet. That actually would be sweet. What about a Z06? C6s are on the list, as long as it's not a convertible. That is the one C6 that's just not on the list. No C6s. We're gonna look at how much is a used comparable STI even selling for right now. S2000 is your perfect choice. S2000 actually is kind of on my list. It's not like at the top. It's on there. It's just not like up there. Hey, Smedia, P0171 code on my 2020 WRX. Need help. Change math and getting new upstream O2 sensor. What else should I? What is P0171? I don't know what that is off the top of my head. What is P0171? P0171. Also, system too lean. Vacuum leak could also cause it. O2 sensors. Injector duty, or an injector getting stuck. I'll start with the easy stuff, man. Smoke test it, vacuum leak, O2. Do the easy stuff that you can knock out first, and then just kind of go from there. Work your way up. If it gives you more codes, it's always a plus, because that way you can kind of narrow it down a little bit more. I just went through that with the 911. 10 out of 10, not a fun time. Not a fun time. Sleeper F-150. Man, I got the Tacoma. If I got an F-150, I'd have to get rid of the Tacoma. There's no point in having two trucks. Maybe there is a point in having two trucks. I don't know, but I don't know that one. Intake manifold gaskets were my issue. That's a good one. I've seen some of them blown out like that. Yo, what's up, y'all? What's being sold? The 996, the Porsche. That car is gonzo. We are getting rid of it. It goes to consignment on Tuesday. We are looking for a replacement for it. Ideally, nothing that is project car based. We're trying to steer away from like project car stuff, and we're trying to lean more towards the basic bolt-on fun style car. That's the goal. I'm in Everett. If you want another VA that was built by Surgeline 510, nah, I appreciate it, man, but I mean, I can build my own. STI 41,000, 32,000, 32K. That's actually not a bad. Still feel like it's a little bit up there. It's not a terrible price. STI, look at that, 26K, 36,000, 33-ish. So I mean, the STIs I guess are a little bit cheaper than M3s, but not significantly. It's only a couple thousand at that point that's like cheaper, because I'm not seeing any. That's a WRX. I'm not seeing any STIs even under the 30K price point. 37 STI, even that one, 30,950. Like, I'm not seeing any of them even under 30K right now. This is the first one, 2016, 25.8. 2017, 55K miles, 30,500, and you get some Avid ones. Comes with some Avid ones on there too. Look at that. 2018 for 32.1. Man, why is everyone selling their STIs right now? You know what's funny? Someone actually bought my blue VB and they like moved down here. They were like really close to me. It's awkward. It's very awkward. All right, so I mean they're somewhat comparable. 996 is being sold. It is. He said buy a Viper. What would I do with a Viper? I don't even know what I would do with a Viper. V70 OR 5-cylinder turbo manual all-wheel drive wagon swap. So you said swap though. We don't want to do a swap right now. we could consider A90 is the best bang for the buck. See, that's what I'm leaning towards. A90 is one of them, but I'm trying to find an A90 that's not overpriced. Is it? I appreciate the dono, Nick. I mean, like I said, we're trying to steer away from like swaps, project car stuff with this replacement car. This one is just supposed to be, like I said, just anything with a B58. This is just supposed to be something fun. Like, I think one of the ones the top 3 that I think I'm leaning towards right now is A90, I guess top 4. A90 Supra. I guess now an M3, because that was surprisingly cheaper than what I thought, an F80 M3. FK8 is still on my list because I love the look of the FK8s. I've always wanted one. It's on my list. There's a couple others. C6, that's up there. RS3 or TTRS. Neon SRT4. Yeah, you can't even do. That's another like one of those cars. It's like impossible to like find parts for. Okay, here's definitely. I can put a poll. I'm curious to see what you guys are feeling. Can I add option? I can. All right. What we feeling here? Wow, if I could type, that would be awesome. Okay, I'm curious to see where you guys kind of fall out of these choices. Can I add 4? I can do 4. All right, we'll start with these 4. C6. I'm curious to see kind of where you guys stand on this poll. Because I'm open to all these, but there's like... I immediately see the Vet and the Supra just take off right there. M2 and manual. I found that one. That actually didn't look like a bad price. Where's the RS3 option? I mean, you can swap a Yamaha V8 into it later. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I would leave the 5-cylinder. That makes more sense. I read that wrong. Like you buy the car and then you swap that into it. That was my misunderstanding. Supra is the way to mainstream for Tanner. Is it though? Like, is it, dude? German, like you guys know my rep with German cars. The A90 essentially is just a BMW at that point. It's just a. I would vote A90, but it's crammed interior and hard to see out of. I mean, honestly, the 996 wasn't much better for that. If we're being honest. FK. I'm surprised the FK8 is like at the bottom. I thought that would be more at the top. I thought that one would be more at the top right there. F80 M3 is surprised. Really? I'm shook. I'm shook. Super 2 mainstream. Is it? I mean, literally none of my cars right now are quote-unquote mainstream. I mean, I guess the Tacoma, maybe, but it's a Tacoma. Suss out Scooby again. Have you considered a Mustang yet? I have. My buddies, I have a couple buddies with a couple different Mustangs. I might drive them just to see if I like them. I'm voting FK8. See, there we go. What about a Lotus? I feel like Lotus is also on kind of the opposite end of basic bolt-on fun car. I mean, it's not really a project car, but, you know. Smedia Bro, it's 2024, not 2000. BMW is the way to go. I've hated BMW my whole life. Now I own 2.5 of them. How do you own... Oh, okay, Supra is the half. I was about to say, how do you own half of one? The A90 is really good, to be honest. It's German, but Toyota made sure to keep it Japan at heart. I'll test drive one. The 911 is being sold. The 996 is going. Porsche is the car getting sold, if you were not aware. Yes, the 996 is going to consignment on Tuesday to be sold. And we are going to be getting a replacement brought in for that. Need some more front-wheel drive representation on the channel. We have had 0. Actually, the GTI is the only front-wheel drive representation we've had on the channel. That's the only ever front-wheel drive car that's ever been on the channel. Ever thought of a GR86? I had the brand new BRZ when it came out. And, I mean, at the time, it was my daily. And I think it was a really well-made car. But it wasn't big enough for my daily status. But I have the Tacoma as the daily, so... I guess that could be an option again, but bump for GR Yaris Corolla. We've ruled out the GR Corolla because they spontaneously combust and Toyota's not willing to do anything about it. So that one has been ruled out because I would especially with the dogs in the car. Like if I brought my dogs with me and that car spontaneously combusted, bro, that's not no. Even if it is just like that little percentage, man, ain't happening. Ain't happening. 890 with a downpipe is pretty nice. Well, honestly, with front wheel drive, stick with the CTR. See, that's what I'm saying. That everybody's told me if I get front wheel drive, get a CTR or an FL5. The FL5 is, and the CTR both don't feel like front wheel drive cars, but because they do it so well, and the FL5 is just a huge improvement over that of the FK8. So I've talked to, I've been going back and forth. I knew I was going to be selling the 911 for a couple weeks now, up until I got it all sorted and fixed. And this afternoon I was like, all right, let's just get it knocked out. Let's just get it fixed. I got it fixed. It's all golden. So now it's just like, dude, we're fine. Focus RS, Focus ST. Bro, Ford abandoned the RS after like a couple of years. You want to talk about cars that have head gasket issues? That's the RS right there for you. I'm pretty sure they had a recall on them, though. I'm pretty sure they recalled them. S2K has all my support, and S2K would be kind of nice. The FL5 is a CTR, unless I'm missing. No, it is CTR. The FL5 and the FK8, they're both Civic Type Rs, CTR. Wasn't the GR Corolla combustion based on a guy who got in an accident? No, there's been multiple, dude. There's been multiple of them who have just caught on fire. WTF with the RX-7. The RX-7 is waiting on parts. I have the new bearings for the front stack. I'm waiting on the IC7 display to come in from Australia. That shipped out, I think it was yesterday. So I'm just waiting on all of the RX-7's parts to come in, so that way when we go to work on that car, we can just knock it all out at once. That car's not going anywhere, though. You should look up a V70R. Nice ones are cheaper. You can use the extra money on the Subaru. Man, which Subaru? I have to ask which Subaru. The coupe is the main one right now. Subaru Justy with an STI swap. Once again, no project, no like hardcore projects. No hardcore projects. Audi all-wheel drive. All right, we'll look at some Audis. I've seen Audis come up a lot. I'm going to end this poll. It looks like Supra absolutely killed it on that one, which is actually a surprise to me, but I'm about it. Audi. We'll look at some Audis. We'll look up S2000s also. Chandler, all right, we'll look up. All right, we'll do S2K, then we'll do some Audis. We'll do S2K, then Audis. I love you, Smeet. I love you, Mr. Gray. Tesla with some rims paint. No, bro. I've been watching some beef on TikTok with some Tesla dude. I don't know if you guys like get caught up and stuff. Like I'll be scrolling every now and then while I'm like pooping or something, and I'll come across like some TikTok beef. Like I don't know if you guys know who like Oaks is and Jetty Tesla dude or something like that. Dude, it's like straight up like rage bait attacking each other. Dude, I'm all for it's funny to watch from the outside. I wouldn't want to be in that, but from the outside it's funny. All right, Honda, we're going over to S2Ks real quick. We're going to look at S2K prices. We're going to look at, if you're willing to get an A90, you're better off with a Nissan Z. Out of curiosity, why do you say that I'm better off with the Nissan Z over the A90? The whole reason I'd consider an A90 over the new Z is based on price alone, mainly because the Nissan Z, there's not even a single used one for sale. They're all brand new and they all have markups on them. Have I seen the Tesla swapped Honda Odyssey? I have seen that one. I have. Tacoma X-Runner? Toyota Sienna all-wheel drive van. All right, we'll look up some Audis after S2K prices. FL5 is too expensive. I'm not willing to pay that much for a Civic. I also look at videos of beef. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. I don't think the new Z is ugly. I actually think it's a good-looking car. But it's the price, man. Like I can't justify that price for it. Where's Honda? Honda! Everything is saying the Nissan Z. What? Really? It's actually kind of a disappointment. What is an F90 M5? What even is that? Bro, it's not Auto Trader. It's Google Chrome for some reason. I don't know why Google Chrome is struggling. Build another hatch. I am actively building 2 Subarus at once. I don't want to do 3 at once. We can revisit more. We can revisit a hatch later on. I would say a Mazda RX-8. I mean, it's an RX-8, I feel like, is still just on that like project car territory. With all RX-8s now, I mean, you look at them on Marketplace, dude, they're all clapped. They're all clapped, blown up, overheated. Rotaries are expensive, dude. Rotaries are expensive to rebuild for no other reason other than they're just expensive. What's my wallpaper? It's RX-7. It's FD. It's a white FD. It's my inspiration when I built mine. Look at my phone every time. Tanner, is your desk chair a bucket seat? It's kind of. It was on sale at Best Buy a long time ago, and I got it. The Z is hot. The Z don't look bad. I mean, I like the way that the Z's look, but hold on, I just tuned in. What car is he selling? The 911, the 996, the 911 Turbo Gonzos. That car has been nothing but an absolute problem child to me. I've driven that car 500 miles, and I've spent way too much money on that thing fixing it. And I want something that's just a reliable, bolt-on, fun car to replace it with, to just be able to go out and do stuff with. I mean, once the two-door STI is done, that car will be fine. That car will be able to take so much abuse with how it's going to be built. The FD, I have a feeling we'll probably be able to take some, like, a good chunk of abuse. But I want something that's just like fun to go take out. S2Ks are pretty cheap. For that one's not. That one's also turbo and everything like that. But these are actually cheaper than what I was expecting. It's still $30K for a 21-year-old car at this point. And granted, it's only got 50K miles. See, what is this? What are these prices? What dealership? Auto 206, Auto 206. Explain this to me. Used 2007 with almost 100,000 miles for 28K. Used 2003 was just an AP1 versus AP2 thing. Is that the only difference here? Is that why the 07 is like the prices are so similar, even though the mileage just AP1 versus AP2? Sounds like you need an Evo. I approve that message. Evo 9. There's one for sale out here. By the way, RX-7 was sounding mean when it did run. That bridge was very evident immediately. It still runs. I still haven't taken it apart. It's just the crank pulley wobbles. And from what I've been told, it won't damage anything short term. So, I mean, I could start the car again, go drive it around a little bit if I wanted to. But I already have all the parts here to fix it. I'm just waiting on the last of the parts to come in for the FD. Get that thing wrapped up, get it tuned, and then start driving that thing. Because I'm hyped. I'm hyped to get that thing going. Copart under 10K. Copart won't let me bid. Copart only lets me bid up to $2,500 for some reason. It's quite annoying. Found a V70R. Wait, is that a Volvo? Is it a Volvo V70R? S2Ks surprisingly are not that bad. Some of them aren't that bad in price. Some of them, I should specify there. Yeah, I mean, it's on my radar. I'm not going to say it's on my list, but I'm going to say the S2K is on my radar. Not on my list, on my radar. No R33s. No R33. I do not like R33s. I don't even like R34s for that. I mean, they're okay, but I wouldn't buy one. Like, if we're getting a Skyline in general, it's going to be an R32. But after owning my old, and I can almost guarantee you any Skyline owner will agree with me when I say this. A Skyline is just it's just a hyped up S chassis. It's just a hyped up S chassis. That's all it is. And it's just more expensive. It's a hyped up, more expensive S chassis with a marginally better engine, depending on what you get. If you're getting a GTST, obviously the GTR is going to be a better engine. But if you're getting a GTST, like an RB20 and an SR20, I'd probably take the SR20 over an RB20. Although I do like how the RB20 sounds. You can just beat the hell out of SR20s, man. What is an X chassis? What is an X chassis? You're breaking my heart. Man, I don't mean to break your heart. I just don't love the way that R33s look. I just don't love the way that the R33 looks. And I think the R34 it's a good looking car. I just think it's like way overhyped for what it is. Second gen MR2. That would actually be kind of cool. I do like those. ATSV would actually be nice, but I have to. You need a dealer license to bid on Copart. Well, I can't get it. The state won't give me a dealer's license. I need to find a buddy with a dealer's license and have him bid for me. 2018 M5. How did we just go from M3s to M5s like that? How did we just transition that fast? You know, the Ecoline. Should we get the van? We get the van right there. Ford E50 Ecoline. It's only 18.5. 18.5 for a van with 100,000 miles is absurd. Mr. J, appreciate the dono, man. Last couple of weeks, I've been looking at the V2 CTSV. I think it's the Corvette's big brother that everyone likes. LOL, it's going to be my move. Dude, the CTSV, I've always liked the CTSVs, but I've always wanted one in a wagon. And when you find a CTSV wagon, they sell stupid fast and for stupid money. If you ever want to look at restoring an MR2, I've got a supercharged AW11 and Pullman. Dude, Pullman's so fun. Actually, I drive by there every now and then. I might take you up on that. That runs great. That needs some love on the body. Actually, I might take you up on that next time I'm headed out that way. Depreciation hits M5s like a truck. Really? What? Only M5s? We spitball. We are spitballing some ideas here. We're all spitballing ideas. I think the top 3 right now is this eco line, man. Imagine what we could do with this. We are van lifers now. Mel, you want to be a van lifer? You want to live in a van? No. Okay, we're not van lifers. Never mind on the van. We're out of the van. I think the top couple right now: A90, F80 M3, C6 Corvette, FK8. I think those are my top 4 in this moment. Like in this moment. Tanner, don't sell it yet. The 996? Connor, why you say this? Why you say this, Connor? I need answers. And 997 C4S is... It's on my radar. That's not even on my list. It's just on the radar. Wait, what car we sell? We're selling the 911. The problem child. The one that I thought that I had always wanted. You know how there's that expression that sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes? That was one car I've wanted for years. And it's just better not to meet it. Sometimes you just don't meet them. 996 is gone. Well, technically it's still here. It goes to consignment on Tuesday. What did Mel say she was into? Mel, are you sleeping? Are you kind of sleeping? If you had to sell your GTI for any other sports car, what would it be? Okay, you think on that, you let me know in the next, like, 5 minutes. RS3. Okay, I've seen a lot for RS3s. Or get a 997, 991, NA 3.8. If I got a 997, it would have to be a .2. Because I know the .1s had bore scoring issues, which is not something I want to deal with. See, the problem with, like, the RS3s, Audi. The problem with the whole Porsche stuff is they are stupid expensive to fix those engines. And I mean stupid. Like, the small stuff really isn't that bad. Like, that's just normal car stuff. But when you lose an engine, whoo-hoo, oh, no. I ain't about that. We're looking up RS3s. We're not selling the GTI. The GTI is not going anywhere. The 911 is leaving. The 996 is getting the boot. 718 Cayman S. I actually really like the Cayman S's, but the prices are more than... it's out of my budget. We're trying to stay between, like, maximum, like, 45 to 50. That's, like, maximum. Which I think the F80... the A90, the C6, the FK8 all fall below that right now. Haldex is lame. Go with S4. I didn't really get to test out my Haldex long enough when I had it. Or get an R34. Did we just miss the whole conversation that we just had about the GTR and the R34 stuff? It's all right. It's all right. Hey, 370, you can get... We looked up 370s earlier. I'm actually... Metzger engines aren't cheap. Thank you! They're not, dude! Dude, you find a used Metzger engine on eBay, like a Metzger Turbo, you're looking at like $20K for a used engine minimum, dude. Like 15, $20K minimum. And that's for like a clapped out one. I was looking at RS3s, RP, a lot of RS3 suggest. There's only 3 of these for sale. Taycan's like... What would I do? Taycan would be kind of cool, but... Taycan. Fiat Abarth, dude. The Abarths sound wicked. Every single time I hear an Abarth drive by, I do not believe that it is a Fiat. I do not believe it. I feel like Tanner really wants the C6. Dude, the C6 is up there. I've always wanted them. I really want a C7, but C7 prices are wild. Out of the price range for what we're looking at. 20K, dude. Yeah, minimum. Like, can I even find one on here? eBay. We'll say 996 Metzger turbo engine. I don't even know if there's any on eBay. Here's one. 20K plus $450. You're looking at about 20 after taxes too, because you're gonna have taxes on this. You're gonna have tax on that. That's minimum. Minimum 20K in engine if you're out. That's a whole lot. You get a whole nother car, dude. Whole nother car for that. It's just wild. Ain't doing that. All right, RS3s. What do we got? 45. I mean, that one technically is like in the realm of the. There's only 3 for sale, so this would be the only one, and it's coming soon. 2019 RS3 with 51,000 miles. NSX out of the budget. Try Auto Tempest. We're just browsing right now. The base Cayman is quite lackluster. Is it? I heard a lot of good stuff about the Caymans. 2015 M5s are like 45K. The we looked at the F80s, and I'm assuming that they're still within somewhere of that price range. Just want to say RX-7 series was very helpful to me as a fellow FD owner. Thanks for being so in depth with the series. Hey, anytime, Miles. We still got some more FD stuff coming up. We're just waiting on parts to come in for it. As soon as parts come in on the FD stuff, we're gonna be jumping back on that to get that car wrapped up, get it tuned, get it sent, and enjoy that car. I wanna do a road trip back down to the city that I bought the car in the FD and take it to the prior owner so he can see it with it all done up. I think that'd actually be really cool. Take the coastal route down the highway. That'd actually be really fun. TLX Type S is reasonably priced. I thought I looked at those and they're like absurdly priced. All right, what do we got here? Quattro. They look so like. Don't get me wrong. I know these things make power. Like these are DSG, aren't they? That's a Volkswagen shifter if I've ever seen one. That is a Volkswagen shifter. I know it's Audi Volkswagen, but all I see is Volkswagen when I look at it, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing, but the interiors just look so lackluster to me for some reason. They're fast. You can make them fast though. I know you can make these fast. I raced one of these in the STI in blue at Bremerton Raceway. When I had that car out there before, it decided to munch all of its valves, and dude, these things are no joke when they're built. Like they haul a booty hole. Are you looking to replace a 911 for another? No. So I mean, this is the world doesn't need another F80. No, this is like it doesn't have to be considered like a content car. Like the replacement for the 911 is a fun bolt-on car that we can just have fun with. It's not a project. It's not something that I'm going to be doing a swap on. It's not going to be something I tear back down to the frame. It's just like a fun bolt-on car that we can just take out, go enjoy, and have fun with. Because I do not have that right now, and that's what the 911 was supposed to be. But the 911 went so far south from being that to where I don't want to say it's anxiety, but I don't trust it. And I feel like if I drive it, something's going to break. Something else is going to happen. New poll. What do you want to see in the poll, Professor Life? What do we want to see in this one? C6 Grand Sport, so you get the wide body of the Z06 without paying for the Z06 money unless you decide. A couple people were suggesting not to get the Z06 because they had issues. Please consider the RS3 though. They're sick cars. They are sick cars. They are. I mean, I'll consider it. I wish they had some engine bay picks on here because I'm pretty sure these are Daza, right? They're the 5-cylinder Daza. 7-speed automatic trans. 5-cylinder. Yeah, it's a Daza. The Dazas, man, those things they are no joke. They are absolutely no joke. I've seen that the swaps for the Golf R's, people doing the Daza swaps in them. They're not. You pretty much need an entire swap. I highly advise a 2019 Audi B9 S4 5 minor bolt-on to 85. You will see. The thing is, like, I get it. I get that the Audis can be made to be like such good cars, but like from where I sit, every time I look at an Audi, I see a Volkswagen, and when I think Volkswagen, I think of my Golf R. I think of, wow, I had this car a month, and then it blew up. So I mean, it's like, and I get it. I get both sides of it because it's like from my point of view with like Subarus, so it's like I do all the Subaru stuff all the time, and you have a new owner that comes into Subarus and they have a very similar experience. They see the same thing about Subaru. So I get where like both viewpoints of this like look from, but whenever I look at the Audis, I just see like the mishap and like the heartbreak I had with the Volkswagen. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, but like I get it. That's just me being biased about it. It's just based off of one experience that I had. But on the other hand, her Volkswagen, her GTI has been like nothing but reliable the entire time. So I know it's like super hit or miss. At the end of the day, I'd say get a B58 car, more reliable with power than any other option here. But see, the other thing is we don't need it to make a ton of, like, I don't need like this fun bolt-on car to make like 900, 800 horsepower. Like, I don't need that. Like, would it be fun? Totally. But we did, like, 500 wheel on like the street, I feel like is a really good sweet point where the car is plenty fast to have fun with. You're just gonna beat like 90% of the cars you come across. And it's not, and you can still like get in trouble with that power. So it's like the car doesn't need to make like gobs and gobs of power. Supra is a B58. I'm biased. 2JZ over B58. I mean, I got the JZ sitting in the shop still. I still got that thing sitting in the shop. How much you selling the 996 for? To be honest, I'm probably gonna list the 996 lower in the market so it sells quicker. So I'll probably sell the 996 for probably right at that $50,000 price point. That's probably where it's going to end up going. Tanner's no list. Focus RS, GTR. I would love GTR, but it's out of the price range. VBWX had 2 of them. Golf R, thing did me dirty. GR Corolla, they spontaneously combust. Focus RS, Ford abandoned those, and there's just not a ton out there. They really only made them for what, like 2-3 years max for the RSs? They're really cool cars, but that's why we say A-bar with I surrender Mini Cooper. No Mini Cooper. Come on, no Mini Cooper. Like the John Cooper works, they're cool cars, but I wouldn't do it. MR2 is more of a project car. Fiat is like not the only one on that list I would maybe consider as an IS300, but it's a little. Then again, most IS300s are going to be a little bit older. They're all going to be older. They're all going to probably require at this point some type of like heavy maintenance rollover unless you're buying like a fully refurbished one, and then it becomes a project again, and then we're right back to project. Give me the BBSs for a high 5. They won't fit, but it's worth a shot. You can make the BBSs fit. I was probably gonna sell the BBS wheels that I got for the 911 with the car, or just drop the price on them. They're just taking up space in the shop right now. Hot take: any more than 350 to 400 wheels a waste and unnecessary. See, I mean, it's all personal preference. I personally think that like that 500 range is like perfect for at least me. Everyone's gonna have their bias. Everyone's gonna think that X power, Y power is more or less kind of what they prefer. For me, it's like that 500 range. Manual ZL1, ZL1. It's Camaro, right? ZL1. That is Camaro ZL1. That's not even on my radar. Like, they're cool cars, but that's like not even on my radar. How about a Forester? See, like everyone, like, it's the same. It's like the same build that we've done with all the other Subarus. Like the coupe that I'm building now is going to be drastically different than any other Subaru that I've built, and the STI at Fab is completely different. That one's completely one-off. But like a Forester, that'd be like any other Subaru build that we've done in the past. Manual Supra, if you can find one around 50, that is. Has anybody here driven a manual Supra? Can anybody give me their take on a manual Supra if they've actually driven one and tell me if they like it or not? If it's worth getting the manual over the what are they, dual clutch for the automatics? I have no idea. Find an MR2 that is well taken care of. Going to be 15 to 20K. They have leftover money. Super fun to drive and snappy. Was meant to have fun with it. I like the MR2s. I appreciate them. I'll move MR2 from like not even on the radar to on the radar. I will move MR2 onto the radar, and I'll look into them a little bit. Please have a look at the MR2s. It has been moved into the radar. The MR2 has been moved into the radar. We're in radar zone. What's a newer IS300? I guess the last year that they made. SC400. I don't know which one ended production first. Early 2000s R6 Wagoner 17 Chevy SS. A Chevy SS would actually be pretty sweet. That one would actually be pretty sweet. F87 N55 M2 2016-2018. That's what I think that was the one that we were looking at earlier. Thoughts on a Lotus? I feel like Lotuses are like good like weekend track cars. I don't think it would make for like a fun like daily if you wanted a daily. I've also never driven a Lotus, so like but from what I've seen, they seem like stripped down. Like this is like you're going out into the canyons, or you're like going to the track only type of situation. With a torque converter, but it shifts quick and can be tuned a bit. Please, a manual Challenger? I'm sorry, my man. Challenger's not even on my list, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not even on the radar right now. Even though I'm throwing my hat in with the A90, an M2 comp is another fine choice. Beast of a car. Lexus RC. A Lexus RC would be kind of nice. Can we look at some C6s? We looked at C6s. I'll pull them back up. Maybe somebody listed a new C6 that's not a vert. Like a C6 non-vert would be like sweet. Nissan hardbody drift truck, dude. That thing would be sweet. S15. If I'm getting an S chassis, I want an S13 hatch. S13 hatch over all of them, man. Toyota Crown Wagon. I don't need a Crown Wagon though. The man doesn't want a damn boat. Tanner's gonna need a boating license if he gets a Challenger. Oh my god, he doesn't have an. Oh my god, you guys. I can't even with this. I can't. All the boat comments. You guys are killing me. Take a look at the Stingers. I mean, I've seen Stingers in person. I've driven one or two of them in the past, and they are good cars, but I don't think it's something that I'd want to, like, purchase. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a car that I want to, like, buy. Boss 302, we actually saw one of those come up earlier. Chevrolet. Give me the Chevy Sonic, man, right there. All right, give me the Cavalier. Let's get a Cavalier. Corvette. SR20 or KA24 swap. Dude, KA24Ts are undervalued and underappreciated. I feel like Tanner is so tired of building the same damn Subaru every time. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure after he's done with the 22, I'll always do Subarus in the future. I mean, I do them for customers all the time, and I'll continue to do Subarus for customers all the time. But like building them for my personal cars, I've built so many of them, and you can only build them like so many different ways. Like the 22B that we're building now, that's going to be so wildly different from all the other ones I've built. I guess not wildly different, but it is going to be different. It's going to be dry sump car, standalone. It's going to be like it's going to be different from the run-of-the-mill EJ stuff I've done in the past. But like at that point, dude, it's like it's building the same car over and over and over and over and over again. That's what it comes down to. For real, hit me up if you want that supercharged AW11 and Pullman. I love how well you've restored the RX-7. I'm super excited for the 22B. I feel that AW11 would be perfect for the channel. It would be a cool one. It would be a fun one. That's the thing with like the car resto stuff. Like if you're doing a restoration on a car, it's got to be one that you're passionate about. Like it's got to be a car that you like want to like deeply build because there's so much time that goes into them. So much time. They're expensive, but like the end result always comes out like so well, especially after doing the FD, man. Like, and plus, because here's a problem I've had in the past, and I know you guys have pointed this out, is like I'll go through cars like pretty quickly, and I'll admit that I've done that all my life, even before I did like some of the YouTube stuff. But like when you do the full resto on it, it's like you don't want to get rid of that car. Like you just don't want to get rid of it. Oh god, they sold the Holden Marina in the U.S. as well. I have no idea. I don't know that one. C6s. I don't see any. It's a 01. I was told to stay away from 01. Plus, that's also 90 grand. And it's only got 9,000 miles on it. Is that a vert? That's a vert. All of them are verts. That's all I'm seeing are verts for C6s. God, dude, I love C7s. I absolutely love C7s. They look good. C5, I don't want a C5. If I get a Corvette, it would be a C6 or a C7. It would have to be a really good deal on a C7 for me to get a C7. But C6 is more in the price range of where I would kind of be for it. Suzuki Swift, dude. There we go. That is it. I am about the Suzuki Swift on that. ISF would actually be really cool. Sort by year. John, don't call me out like that, all right? I don't know all the years that the C6 was manufactured. Okay. Lexus. I see you, Professor. I see you. Holden Commodore or Ford Falcon. 1JZ over the beams, but he already has a. I've got the GTE sitting in the shop, so I mean, if we're doing like a JZ, swapping anything or like beams or anything like that, I already have the VVTi GTE sitting in the shop. Might as well use that for something. Convertible 2J Miata. 2015, 2024, 2023, 2401, 09. Vert. Well, can I just get rid of verts? Can we just get rid of verts here? RX-8, trust me. Dude, I like the rotary stuff, but I can't afford 2 rotary cars. I can't afford to rebuild another one right now. Those things are so expensive. Especially with the FD, man. I replaced absolutely everything in the FD. Coupe. No convertibles. 46? There's 46 verts in here? Toyota Starlet. That'd be kind of cool. Ford RS2000. There's something newer and practical. But see, that's the, it doesn't need to be practical. This car doesn't need to be practical because I've got the Tacoma. That's my practical vehicle. That is my, like, 05 to 13. Thank you, John. You're the real G right now. I will update that. You the real G. C6 is 05 to 13. I learned something new today. I learned what generation the C5 spans. Or C6. Hemi V8 all-wheel drive Charger. 19K. I don't want a Charger, though. S15. Like I said, if I get an S chassis, I want an S13. Evo 10. I like the Evo 10 exteriors, the interior. Evos are on my list right now. They're like, I got my my top 4, and then like the bottom one, like Evo 9 is in there. VAWRX, no. 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 05 to 13. 05 to... Oh my god. Auto Trader, don't make me wait every time. Civic Si. Dude, the Wienermobile, I'm about that. I'm about that right now. Tanner, why don't you use Edge since Chrome is having problems? Because I'm already committed to it. I'm already committed to Chrome right now, man. I'm already... For SI, someone suggests Civic Si. FK8 is one of the top 4 that I have on my list right now. A 93 Acura NSX is like more on like the... I don't have Firefox. I gotta download it. NSX is like more, especially the older 90s one, is definitely more on the project side than the hop in. Let's like do it. I'm just here for the Taco Tuesdays. I got more taco stuff coming. I got more Toyota stuff, or more Tacoma stuff coming. The Tacoma is an underrated vehicle in my opinion. I love that thing. Here we go. All right, 2013. I need to get like one of those like switch panels for all the lights for the Tacoma and whatnot. Somebody legitimately saying use Firefox in this day and age. Is Firefox? You can still use Firefox, right? Let me crack out old Internet Explorer and ask Jeeves what's going on, man. 340i, B58. If we're doing B58, it's going to be a A90. Or, yeah, A90. If we're doing a B58 car, it's going to be A90. If we're doing BMW, it's going to be F80 M3. Just use Edge. You only have, like, 4 tabs open. I know. After we look up the C... Netscape. What are all of these random internet sites? What are we selling? We're selling the Porsche. I gotta put the emphasis on the end of it. Porsche at the end of it because people get mad at me if I don't. Yeah, the 911's going bye-bye. It's going to consignment on Tuesday. E39 M5. Speedy, I thought you might be interested, but my 2022 BRZ is going in for a short block replacement at 35k miles. Was consuming 1 quart every 1500. That's wild. That's a lot of oil for 1500. Looking at Z4Ms. Z4Ms. Here we go. All right, so we have filtered out all of... Why is this so cheap? 122k miles? Why are these so cheap? I feel like I could get like a decent one, like within our budget. Okay, it's only these, not these 4, 6. How many we got pulled up right now? 6. I feel like this is like significant. Why are these so cheap? 20k. C6 is on the list. This one's Z06. I was told to stay away from the Z06 though. They said do not get the Z06. Turbocharged Lexus IFS would be cool. That's a base C6. Oh. See, I don't know much about Corvettes. I don't know much about them. But we can always learn. We can always learn. There's always more room to learn. Oh, no, there's more down here. What am I saying? Used 2007 coupe. 30K. Ooh, that looked good, dude. That thing looked good. I like that thing. Just supercharge a taco. That is in the works, sir. That is actually already in the works. Supra versus Supra are all around YouTube. It's all a lie. The cake is a lie, man. If you fix the heads. I mean, we can fix heads, right? Saying there's... For the budget that we're looking at, my man. For the budget that we're looking at. A Viper V10. Geo Metro. Dude, Geo Metro would get us all the gas mileage. That would get us all the fuel economy right there. Evo 5. Can you import Evo 5s yet? Evo 6 is great if you're doing bolt-on. If you're not doing bolt-ons. If you're... Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, I feel like with that, I mean, we might as well... If we could find a Z06 for like a little bit cheaper. Why are we doing this? Chrome. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I clicked on it and it went faster. This looks good. Except for the chrome wheels. I'm not a big fan of the chrome wheels, but that looked good. That looked real good. And they say you can do a lot with these things. And to them. So I'm saying, man, C6s are like in the top 4 right now. Dude, my neighbors would hate me. I don't even care. Wait till the FD comes over here. All my neighbors can hate me. They'll hate me anyway. I'm just not feeling... I know these are like... Are these factory? I'm pretty sure they're factory wheels. I see the factory center caps in there. But I'm just not feeling the wheels. Man, and I got a big... And it's got Willwoods? Oh, that's why this one's 60K. It's got a big old supercharger. Air Force? Is the Air Force car? This car was... Why is that fuel pressure regulator huge? Thing is actually massive. C6 is... The C6 is ugly? What is a 101? The 101 vet. I like him. I'm not gonna lie. I like him. I think there's potential there, but... Oh, Terrence, speaking of that guy, was one. Man, it's 101. Built on a Wednesday afternoon when it was raining lightly in Chicago while the weather was 48 degrees and the humidity was around 68%, which made this blue just slightly different than all of the others. 1 of 1. Buick Roadmaster wagon, that's what I'm saying. I think we're kind of down to... We've got one of those Zero ones. I think we're kind of down to like 4 major options with a couple outliers, which I'm going to pass all over to the consignment guy because he's going to find us the replacement for the 911. So I will pass on all of the top recommendations that I've seen. I'll pass on the FL5 if he can find one within our price range. FL5, FK8, C6, A90, F80 M3, M2, Evo 9, C7. I love the C7s, but the C7s are outside of my budget. I would love the C7, but it's just I don't. That's just outside of the budget right now. Yeah, the 911 is gone. It's going to consignment. Probably S55s. I think the Mustang, the last generation of the Mustang, for like a 5.0 or something along those lines. I'll consider those. The just to entertain it, I'll put the MR2 in the list also, just to see if you can find any random clean ones. I will add the MR2 in the list just because I saw the thing come up a lot. So I will add that over and I'll pass it along to the consignment guy as well. The Volvo. All right, I'll add the Volvo. I saw the V70R come up a ton too. So I mean, if there's like a decent deal on one that comes up. So like I said, I have one more video on the 911 coming out tomorrow, which is fixing all of the problems that it had, getting it ready to be taken up and set free into the woods. S550. Thank you. So see, I don't know. I'm learning. Okay, outside of like the niche cars that I know, we learning. We out here learning. Heck nah. So, I'll pass on all the recommendations. That 911 video should be coming out tomorrow. I should be wrapping up that customer's STI, which I apologize. I didn't really film any of it at all. I just needed to get that car done so that way we could get on with some of the other stuff and keep projects moving and everything like that. So I will keep you guys updated as I hear back. from consignment. I'm assuming that the transition from the 911 going to the new car coming in will probably be a couple weeks. So as I get more information, I'll pass it along to you guys. But I am out of here for the night. It was good seeing everyone. I miss doing the live streams. I'm trying to make it a point to free up more time by moving some of my things around to be able to start doing these at least once a week again. I know I said that last time, and it's just like every time I try to do it, more and more stuff comes up. So I'm going to try and make it a point, but I appreciate everyone swinging through. I appreciate the donuts. I appreciate the recommendations also, because you guys tossed out a ton of recommendations that I wouldn't even thought of. So, and well, I'm not on my phone on a live stream, man. That's rude. It's rude to be on your phone. It's rude. So I will catch you guys later. I hope you guys have an awesome night. I hope you guys have a great week if I don't talk to you guys prior. And we will get us a solid replacement for the unreliable 911. So with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies. Who just texted me again? Woo! You gotta do it with the karate chops when you do woohoo! You know what I mean? You bring up the karate chop arms, man. Anyways, I'm out. I'll catch you guys later. Go eat some lasagna, some